Hi, I'm Graham. Welcome back to Man vs Film. Unfriended was pretty much a surprise for me when I saw it when it came out in the cinemas. It's a movie that I really enjoyed, considering it was one of the first solely based on a computer screen type of movies. And unfortunately, the second one, it kind of came and went really fast in the cinema, and I didn't really have enough time to catch it. Probably too many bigger movies out that I wanted to see at the time, but I managed to catch up with it at home. And I watched this movie on my MacBook, which was interesting because the whole movie is played out on the screen of a Mac. So really odd, really fitting. I had some headphones on, the room was dark, and it was a nice, really eerie setting to just watch this movie play out. And much like the first one, it involves a group of 5 friends, led by one figure, that is Matthias, the person that seems to be our main character of the movie, and he's the main character because he has a new laptop, something that he required, something that he needed to do, and he just acquired it in a fashion. He works, or he frequents a say internet cafe or something like that, and somebody had left a laptop there, and after a few weeks he decided that he was just going to help himself to it, and rather than format it, wipe all the data off it or anything, try to contact the owner, he just starts plodding away, punching his information into the computer, wiping the old person's information when he feels like it, and starting to, just treat it as his own thing. Now, the first Unfriended took a rather supernatural turn. In fact, it was originally going to be called Cybernatural. They wisely changed it to Unfriended, which was pretty a good idea, really. And this one, it doesn't have any of those supernatural trappings that the first one had. Now, the first one I really enjoyed until the last maybe 5 minutes or so, where I feel like he's kind of lost it ever so much. This one is far more grounded in reality, with a far more kind of horrific base to it. These friends are getting online to do a game night when the owner of the computer starts to contact Matthias, just saying, I want it back, and he starts to look into the files that are on the computer and discovers some rather upsetting, disturbing, and very dark videos on the computer, and also the passageway to the dark web, where he is communicating with people that he has no right communicating with over things that he probably does not want to have any kind of business dealing with whatsoever. And it then becomes a cat and mouse game of how he can possibly get out of this situation. And I feel as if the movie worked far better than the first one for me. It gave us a real world scenario. It wasn't a supernatural based thing. It gave us situations where there felt as if there was a little bit of weight, and the situations that were arising felt plausible, and the way it all ties together at the end feels really well thought out. It's a nice conceit to it, what has happened, and it leaves the movie open for other iterations as well. There are plenty of deaths, there are plenty of horrific sequences or ideas or people being scared by these real world events that they have stumbled across, and now it is definitely going to have ramifications on their own lifestyles. The whole basis of being in a computer, being done on the computer screen, is really well done here. The various window pop-ups, the Spotify playlist, the jumping from Facebook to various other websites, all feel natural and typical of a user. Unfriended to Dark Web was a surprise, an enjoyable surprise, something that I can wholeheartedly recommend. I think it's better than the first one. If you didn't like that, you may not like this one. If the first one kind of grated you the wrong way because of the supernatural element, you may get more interesting here. There is, of course, plot holes, but it's not entirely a completely plausible plot that this thing has, but it is entertaining, it's fun, keeps you guessing, has a nice wrap up, a nice ending, of which I believe there is 2. The one I saw was perfectly fitting for the movie that I saw. I'd love to know your thoughts on the movie. Let me know in the comment box below whether you liked, hated, or were completely neutral on this movie. And I'll see you next time. Man vs Film.